የጨዋታ አቀራረብ ናይት ሊሆን ይችላል
ጥንቃቄ ያለው
ወሰናል በርግጥ
ጥንቃቄ ያለው እና ያሰብከውን ነገር ሜዳ ውስጥ ተግባራዊ የሚያደርጉልህ ተጫዋቾች ካለ ነገር ያሰብከው ነገር ሊቀልልህ ይችላል ከዛ አኳያ ጸጋይ ቡድን ወይም ወላይታ ዲቻ ልምድ ያላቸው ተጫዋቾች ከኋላ አሉት ከፊት ለፊትም በተለያየ ክለብ ላይ አቅማቸውን ያሳዩ ተጫዋቾች አሉና ከባድ ፍክክር ነው የሚሆነው ሙካን
ወደ አሰልጣኝ ጸጋይ ኪዳነ ማርያም አስተያየት እንሂድና እንመለሳለን
እንግዲህ ያው ዛሬ ጨዋታ ሁለታችንም አሸንፈን ነው የተገናኘነው ቅድም እንዳየሆነ ውድድሩ ራሱ ትንሽ ፈታኝ ነው እየሆነ ነው ያለው ያልተገመቱ ውጤቶች እየመጡ ነው ያሉት ውድድሮች በሰፊ ጎልም እየተሸናነፉ አይደለም የተወሰነ ካልሆነ በስተቀርና ስለዚህ እነዚህ የመጨረሻ ከዚህ በኋላ አንድ እረፍት ሰዓቶች ስላሉ ይሄን ጨዋታ እንግዲህ በውጤታማነት አጠናቀን ቲማችን ስነልቦና መመለስ አለብን ብለን የምናስበው እዚህ በእለቱ ሜዳ ላይ በመናደርገው እንቅስቃሴና ታታሪነት ውጤቱ ይገለጻል ብዬ አስባለሁ
ወላይታ ዲቻ የሚጫወትበት የጨዋታ መንገድ ይታወቃል ጸጋይ ኪዳነ ማርያም ዛሬ በምን አይነት መንገድ ወላይታ ዲቻን ሊገጥመው አስቧል
እንግዲህ 90 ደቂቃ በሁሉ መልኩ ነው እኛም ተገማች እንቅስቃሴ ይዘን አንገባም ስለዚህ ከመጀመሪያው ጀምሮ እስከ 90ኛው ደቂቃ ሜዳ ላይ በመናሳይ ፐርፎርማንስ እንቅስቃሴው የሚወሰን ይሆናልና ዞሮ ዛሬ 3 ነጥብ ለማግኘት ነው ወደ ሜዳ የምንገባው ይሄን ታሳቢ አድርገን ነው ወደ ሜዳ የምንገባው
የተጎዱ ተጫዋቾች አዳዲስ ለውጦች ሊኖሩ ይችላሉ
የተጎዱ ተጫዋቾች የሉም ባለፈው ሳምንት የተሰለፉ ተጫዋቾች በሙሉ ይሰልፋሉ ምናልባት የስንታየው ጉዳት ከሌላው ጊዜ የተሻለ ትንሽ ሜዳ ላይ ልምድ ላይ ያየነው እንቅስቃሴ የተሻለ ነው ትንሽ ለውጦች ያመጣሉ ብዬ አስባለሁ ምክንያቱም በሜዳ ላይ እንቅስቃሴ ማቆየታችን በቲም ፐርፎርማንስ በራሱ ፐርፎርማንስ እና ፊትነስ ላይ አስተዋጽኦ ይኖራልና ከጊዜ ወደ ጊዜ የተሻሻለ እንቅስቃሴ ያሳያል ብዬ አስባለሁ
የተጫዋቾችን አቀራረብ እንመልከተው እስኪ ምን አይነት አሰልጣኝ ጸጋይ ኪዳነ ማርያም እንዳለው አይነት ቡድን ሊመለከት ይችላል
ምክንያቱም ከፊት ለፊት እንዳልከው ተመሳሳይ ፈጣን ከሳይድ የሚታጠፉ ኳሶችን መቅጨት የሚችሉ ሐዋሳ ከነማ ላይ
በተለይ ሁለት አጥቂዎች ስንታየው መንግስቱና ምን ይሉ ወንድሙ
ስፔስን መጠቀም የሚችሉ የሳይድ ኳስን ስንታየው የመጠቀም አቅሙ ሰፊ ነው መሀል ላይ እንድሪስ አሉ ኳስን ስለሚገባ ወደፊት ማሻገር የሚችሉ ስለዚህ ጥሩ ኳስ እናያለን ብዬ ነው ባጭሩ ልገልጸው
ተመልካቾቻችን የመጀመሪያውን ግማሽ ክፍለ ጊዜ እንድትከታተሉ ከወዲሁ ጋብዛችኋለን ሁለት አማራጮች አሉ በአማርኛ የጨዋታ የቀጥታ ስርጭት ሰይድ ኪያርና እንዲሁም ወልደ ሩፋኤል በእንግሊዝኛ የጨዋታ የቀጥታ ስርጭት አንድሩ ካቡራና ጊልበርት ሰለባው ይጠብቋችኋል አሁንም ጥሩ ጊዜ ሁላችሁ ከቤትኪንግ የኢትዮጵያ ፕሪሚየር ሊግ ጋር
best is yet to come as the year of rugby continues on Supersport on DSTV Premium.
Eagerly anticipated for some time. Because you can join.
¿Todavía no tienes tu seguro de salud con Mafre? Ahora hasta con 6 meses gratis. Toda la confianza que necesitas y la medicina digital más avanzada. Estés donde estés. Mafre Salud. Hasta donde quieras.
Playing on that left side of that back four. He also switched into a back three when into offensive play. That is how the guy Kenema. Has set up his side as we look at the foul from Dawa Hotesa, the hot informed Dawa Hotesa. And that's the man, Kidane Mariam. Very experienced tactician in this league. Hoping for a perfect finish this season. Not the worst of starts for him. And he will be hoping for some consistency, but now his side have to defend a free. Kick to be thrown in from Joseph Johannes into the area. It's back to the center. Emmanuel Gobena battling, but almost losing the possession, and he loses it. Johannes gets it back, chance to strike this from distance. What was that?
Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. Johannes Joseph playing his trade for Adama in the holding midfield role, of course, trying to strike from a distance about 50 yards away from the goalkeeper. Just
testing the water and seeing whether Siom Merid is on point.
That is Fasil Tekalin, very experienced man, a former player with St. George, a former assistant national team coach as well, comes with bags of experience to this Adama side. Two sides that we do hope will be keeping the ball on the ground, as they both prefer that style of player. Good strike from distance was Abdam Neguiti. We'll be looking for chances like those, and even though we talk about a possession based game, they will try and test both goalkeepers, and that is what we shall be expecting this evening. The man who is marshalling that midfield for Tsegai Kidnemariam's side.
Yeah, Abdam Neguiti scored a blockbuster. From the same range against Dicha in a game that they lost. They won 1-0.
Solomon, who is almost lost the ball. He was playing right in the center of that defense. The defensive midfielders. Good chance from distance. This was Adama Muhammad. Oh, what an opportunity. He ran into space but couldn't get the target he was looking for.
Again, that's a good run right in between the two strikers, and bounce, the second bounce, he realizes that it's time to shoot, and he takes a shot. Brilliant shot, but no accuracy.
There will be a big worry for Ethiopian Merit's backline. They will be wondering how Adama Muhammad got into all that space. Future, they could be paying for it, but this is good defensive work from Negatu Gabriel Selassie. Pushes this one out wide to Watine Guksa, who has a chance to clear his lines. He's joined by Diego Debebe and Bereket Walder Johannes in that defensive lineup for this Wolayta Dicha side. Got injury. Sayid and Yared Dawit in that midfield, supporting of course Miru Ondimu and Sintayo Mengistu.
But from the onset, it's just showing you that it's not going to be easy. No time and space. That has been a accorded to Emmanuel Gobena in the midfield for Adama.
It's almost given away by Johannes. There he is, twisting and turning, doing well to keep possession. There's Million Solomon. Elias Mamo. Back to Solomon. Placed in the center, good exchange of passes with Joseph Johannes, who has definitely had a visit to opposition, they're 5.
Yeah. Push Anagao Badeg and Jared DeWitt upwards just to join into the attack to make it an attack of 7 players. And of course, as quickly as possible. When they lose possession, Jared and Anagao drop back to make a compact defense of 5.
This is Hotessa trying to find Ame Muhammad. There's a foul. The referee calls for a free kick known as Kasa. Chance for then this Adama side to try and trouble Tishon Merritt's goal.
Of course, that is the tall man. I think he's coming back, being aided.
It's missed a penalty already this season. But scored a brilliant free kick. He will be a target in there as Adama throw this one into the area. The goalkeeper stays on his chance. And that looked like Million Solomon, who was trying to get ahead of everyone else and have a touch. Tishon Merin seemed to have been very worried, but that didn't count.
It's a well-thoughted ball there by Desta Johannes. Of course, trying to find the impact player here. Million Solomon scored a wonderful goal against Volkite via that header. And always a target.
Abatam Neguisi now, trying to have a counter-attack for this Wolayta Dicha side. Adama quickly get it back. This is Zame Muhammad. To the midfield, exchanging passes between Gobena and Joseph Johannes. Million Solomon wanted it. Didn't get it. Here is Dawa Hotesa. Now to Million Solomon. Back to Hotesa. Hotesa in battle with Habtam Negusi. Does well. Tries to flip. This one into the area. His target on this very occasion was Abubakar Wondimu. A bit too high and too fast. Galbadeg. This is Bereket Wole Johannes. Losing possession. Ondimu was back defending. This is Million Solomon. The changing passes. This support from Joseph Johannes. But Manuel Gobena instead goes forward and looks for Elias Mamo, who does some twisting and turning. This is Joseph Johannes. Now Million Solomon. Bringing this one into the area, looking for anyone in there. It was Dawa Hotesa who almost had a touch. And now Habatam Neguisi. There's an opportunity then to have another counter-attack for this Wolayta Dicha side. This is Gabriel Selassie Gatu. Now on the Galbadeg. Back to Nigatu. And then finds Degu de Sintaeu, good touch in from Million Wondimu, but the Adama defense was awake. No goals, 20 minutes on the clock. This is Million Solomon. Baker, Onyemu was one of the options in there. This was flipped on, almost got to Dawa Hotesa. Over a decade in this beautiful league, relegated last season, are back through a playoff. It's a beautiful story for this.
It's a beautiful story, and if you look at the way they've started, with a 1-1 draw against Wolayta, good side, and then a win against G. Showing the intentions very early in the day that they don't want to hang in there. Last season, they were down there. This season, if you flip the table, they're up there with the rest.
And for Fasil Tekalin then, it will be a real task for him. I mean, he was with Wahirda last season as Dawa Hotesa twists and turns, tries to create space inside that area. He's closely watched. It's a very watched man as Million Solomon now tries to bring this one into the area. There's twisting and turning. Solomon trying to run in, but this very occasion, this is given away. This is a dangerous move by his Wolayta Dicha defense. What was Bereket Wolde Yohannis doing? Bringing a ball back into the central part of his defense. That could have landed on anyone in red, and the scoreline could have changed. You don't do that.
You don't do that. No square balls in front of goal. Square balls are very, very dangerous. If you have strikers who know how to sneak in, and pounce on them, they can easily punish you. One on 9 complete passes, Wolayta Dicha against Adama 78. Again, incomplete passes, equal measures, 24. For Adama and 22 for Wolayta.
This is Dicha Johannes. Bring this one into the area, looking for Million Solomon. That is the right back, but just look at how far that man is. He absolutely is a brilliant player, defensively and offensively. Million Solomon. He's always the one man you can be very sure will be solid at the back for his team, but also could be at the end of any of those crosses. In the opposite half, and Wolayta Dicha will have to watch him very closely. Here they come now, once again. Chance for Adama to throw this one into the area. And trouble Tishon Merritt's goal. The referee has an issue with a couple of battles going in there. They involve Ahmed Mohamed. Watched by Degu de Bebe and Anthony Guksa inside Bereket Olde Johannes. Million Solomon has stayed forward. There he comes. Chance! The good defensive work on this very occasion. A very nervy moment for this Wolayta Dicha side. We've seen those end up in the back of the net. In fact, one of the own goals this season was scored by an Adama player who is on the field. That is Joseph Johannes. Here they come now. Dicha defense.
Percent of the moves by Wolayta Dicha are through Indris Said and Aptamo Nigusia.
You were a goalkeeper, you would have really wanted to have a good Bebe in your defense, Gilbert.
Well, it's got a lot of experience. It's a very good game reader.
Yeah.
Very good on the ground. He's also very solid in the air. Okay, he doesn't have speed, but his anticipation is absolutely fantastic.
His anticipation in those stands as well. They are hoping to pick maximum points here. If they do, that will be a Fantastic run for Segai Kenema side. And they're up against a crowd from the Oromia region. They usually are just 100 kilometers off Addis Ababa. They now have traveled as far as 273 down the south.
It's very good. The 12th man has been missing in the Ethiopian Premier League. And I think they've been allowed to at least allow about 30% of the capacity of the stadium for the fans to come in, and it has really added color and value to this product.
You won't find many leagues across the African continent where 30% of the crowd makes it feel like it's capacity crowd.
Absolutely. If you are playing in a stadium of 60,000 capacity, %30 of that would be about 80,000 fans, which wouldn't be that bad. I know you're struggling with mathematics, but it's okay.
Thank you for making the commentator then. By Wolayta Dicha. They're looking for options. There's a foul, so they concede a free kick. Talk about that Africa Cup of Nations in 2013 in South Africa. Most of the Ethiopian fans will be talking about the World Cup qualifiers that are definitely still going on, but the chances for the national side are definitely slim, if none. Another opportunity in and around the area. But good defensive work on this occasion, well cleared by Bereket Wolde Johannes. Bebe is down. Captain Fantastic, you don't know. It should definitely be a worry for Tagai Kenema, and this is how. We have a clash just at the edge of the area with Emmanuel Gobena. The hard tackling centre back, a man who leads this side from the back. Egudebebe.
Well, Captain, fantastic. I think he provides very good leadership and has a lot of following, especially on that terrace. Attention that has been accorded to him by Elias Mamo, dropping back to help out in the defense.
Chance to throw this one forward, and we've got Nagao Badeg as one of the options who now retreats because the captain Degudibebe has joined in with Anthony Guksa. So Wolayta Dicha are taking this one very seriously. They have thrown all their big men forward, trying to trouble Sakuba Kamara's line. Quickly comes off his line. Now has his own chance of putting the Wolayta Dicha defense under pressure. Most of their front men are out in attack. This is Dawa Tessa trying to battle. First, Bereket Wolde Johannes, the man in green, does better, and Hotessa does even better by getting it back. Battle with Herbert. Tamniguisi. This is Hotessa. It's got Abubeka Wondimu just ahead of him. Almost found him. This goes back as far as Tishon Mary. 37 minutes on the clock. Still no goals. Day 3 of the 2021-2022 BetKing Ethiopia Premier League, and wherever you're joining us from, the World of Champions is making sure they get you the finest of action from the Horn of Africa. Obviously can join in on Twitter. It is Ethiopian_Premier League. Get very interactive with us, and as your thoughts as Million Solomon is brought down, but the referee plays the advantage. It's another foul. This time it is Gobena Emmanuel. Big Minyu Wondimu.
Well, just in his defensive duties, that should be Nigatu Gebrselassie, and of course assisted by Munyilo Ondimo. Talk about tracking down your midfielder, just denying him progress.
And you must give him credit, Wondemo, because he's seeing his side being pegged back into their own half for most of this game. And every time they move forward, he's now trying to defend from the front to make sure his side can get out of their own half. This is thrown forward now. Very good defensive work. Being very sure of the situation, being put under so much pressure in there. Adama going in for their third corner. Can they convert? Can they beat Tish on merit? Can they open the scoring? This is brought in high. Tish on merit quick. Off his line, does well. Very safe hands. It's already managed to keep a clean sheet. Mission merit. Hoping for a second of the campaign. Takuba Kamara has done exactly the same. So there will be a battle between the goalkeepers going on in there as well. Who keeps the second clean sheet of the season? So he's thrown forward looking for Minyiri Wondimu. There's a foul. And there's Thomas Simretu, the referee. Seems to have a big decisions to make.
because they've controlled most of the game, made most of the chances.
And now they must defend. Here comes Adama. This is Ame Muhammad. He's up against two. Struggling in a battle with Nigatu. Selassie, the Dicha midfielder, wins the latest battle.
I'm still looking at the referee. See whether the referee had blown the whistle.
Both goalkeepers have had long spells of being on holiday in so many ways. They've got to keep warmed up because anything can happen. We've seen strikes from a distance, we've seen strikes in the final few seconds. This league just keeps giving. This is Inri Sayed. Changing passes with Nigatu. Well, Habatam Neguisi. The flag is up. There's a bit of a scuffle going on with Sakuba Kamara. Bit of a battle with Yared Dawid. Goalkeeper has got to be very careful. Don't raise your arm against an opponent.
That's pure indiscipline. Of course, he intimates that Yared Dawid is impeding the progression of the play, but he shouldn't do that. He's right next to the second assistant. Eshubele Bebretu.
Million Solomon. He's got support. Ngobeka Wondimu. Adama trying to put possession in his final few minutes, trying to create that one crucial chance as both sides prepare to go into the break. Final few seconds of additional time. This Million Solomon throwing this one just at the edge of the area. Wolayta doing everything they can to keep the line very safe, and there's a foul.
Well, Million just trying to force his way through Anagao Badeg, and they turns tall and invites a foul from Million Solomon.
And surely this will be the last piece of action in this first half. As the seconds are eaten away, the 2 additional minutes are up. All eyes on Jonas Sahun. And there he is. That is the halftime whistle then. Fasil Tekalin and Tegai Kidnemariam will go back to the dressing rooms to have another pep talk with their players to prepare for what should be an interesting second half. Both sides have had their share of half chances. Both goalkeepers, Tishon Merid and Sakuba Kamara, have been called to action on a couple of times. But for the crowd inside the Hawassa University Stadium, they haven't witnessed a goal yet.